Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the top 15 items that you're just going to have when you start on Clumsy's server. Whether it be, the first 5-10 levels up to level 30 or even in game. Just things that are going to help out your journey. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. And we'll go over here and check it out. And it's going to be Mana Stone. So on this server, you can still get the Mana Stone as a drop. It is a lower drop rate, but not just the Mana Stone. You can use a unique crafting system under the researching tab that is going to allow you to upgrade your Mana Stone to an ancient Mana Stone that provides a larger HP drain, but also a much larger mana return. So I've seen this used. Very, very cool. Next up, we have the Guise of the Deceiver. This, if you're not familiar with it, the Mask of the Deceiver is for Rogue and Bard only, whereas the Guise of the Deceiver allows you to use it universally across the board. So whether you're an Ixar, Shadow Knight, or whatever it may be, you can use this to change yourself into a Dark Elf. Also very cool, it's just another cannon fodder buff, but also if you're a larger race like a Troll or Ogre, this will get you down, shrink you down, so you can, fit through the hallways and like Gug and things like that. But this drops off the Ghoul Assassin in Lower Guk. Pretty easy camp. I'd say a boxer could do it with level 30, or you could probably solo it around 35 depending on what class you choose. Up next, fan favorite, Circlet of Shadow. If you're an SK or Necro, then this is going to be a must-have, and that is a almost instant clicky for Gather Shadows, which is invisibility, and right there in your inventory. So this drops off a Goblin Bodyguard in Temple of Droga. So that's going to be a zone there in Kunart. Not overly difficult. I would just roll in there. Well, 35-ish should be good to go. Next up, we've got the Pegasus Feather Cloak. This is another favorite. Pain to get in most cases, just because you'll be running around the Karanas, which is my least favorite zone to run around looking for things. But once you get it, there's a static spawn like right north of Split Paw, and you'll just have to park one of your friends there or one of your characters there, and then run and kill a bunch of placeholders, and then it'll statically spawn right there. And then of course you kill it, and hopefully you get the Pegasus Feather Cloak and not those crappy pants. But another one, obviously free levitation, 6-second cast. This is huge. Definitely one to make the list. Number 5 and 6 are off of a custom mob in the Lost Temple of Khazak Thul, called the Hulk. This is Stan's Memento. It is going to be an ammo slot for several different stats, including 10 charisma and a bunch of saves, and just some little HP, mana, endurance. So this one shouldn't be too difficult to get, as well as one of the better 200 blunts that I've seen for leveling and power leveling, if that's your thing. It's 22 damage, 38 delay, but the big thing is it's got Tremor on it, which is going to allow you to proc for a PB, AoE, or point blank area effect spell of up to 122 damage. So that's a really, really big proc for anyone trying to level up. It looks like it's usable by Berserker, Beast, Monk, SK, Ranger, Paladin, and Warrior. So next up, we've got Shield of the Immaculate. Now this is a much later drop. It's going to be out of the Plane of Hate, but it is still a really, really good item to have in your arsenal for curing disease. So if you're not familiar with it, it is a 1-second cast time to cure disease for you. Does not have any charges, and is just an amazing item to have to get rid of those pesky slows and everything else that is going to attack you, on your buff bar. So if you see a disease up there, or somebody slowed your character or whatever it may be, then you can use this very quickly to get rid of all those. Up next, we've got another one that I've never personally had, but I've seen it, and that is a Terror Forged Mask. So it does say cleric only, but it's not. You can use it from your inventory and it'll give you the buff of Call of Bones, which turns you into the skeleton form, which is cool in itself. But on top of that, it gives you the like necro ability to siphon your life slowly while giving you more mana regen. So I don't know the exact. So increase mana regen by 8 per tick, but decrease hit points by 11. So in my opinion, that's a really good trade-off for mana if you're a mana user. Next, we've got the Ribbon of Empathy. This drops in Vexar and is usable by all classes that have a pet, and it is a free summon companion clicky. Unlimited charges, has some stats. Typically, you're going to be using something different, but summon companion is huge, extremely nice to have, especially in the EverQuest zones where pathing is an issue. Not that EverQuest has ever had a pathing issue, but this is really nice to have. You can summon your pet right to you. Next up, we've got the Journeyman's Boots. So these drop in Najina here still because they didn't take that out yet. Like they did on live, obviously. Journeyman Boots instant casting time, pretty much the same as SOW, just a little bit slower, but usable by all classes. So if you're a melee class that doesn't get SOW, this is huge. Fishbone Earring. This is definitely a big one. Enduring Breath is huge. If you obviously you're going to want that, and you can update it or upgrade it, sorry, to couldn't tell you the name right there. You've got the Shrunken Goblin Skull Earring. This comes from Worslick's Woods off Crackness the Destroyer. If you watched my previous videos, I've actually done some hunting for this guy. I wasn't able to get the actual drop. All right, so that is the Shrunken Goblin Skull Earring. Next up, we have the Penumbral Rod. So this is another quest, and this is awesome too. So Shadow Burst, you can't use this back to back to back. It has like a recharge on it, but this will decrease mana by 100 per tick, but decrease your hit points by 50. So very cool kind of backup there, kind of like if you're Mana Stone or whatever else it is. Very cool, very cool. And this one actually has pretty good stats to it as well. Now this is something, it's a quest that I have on this. Now this is a really nice quest. This is the Shiny Loop of the Silver Ring. So a loop of the Silver Wing will drop in Mistmoor, and then the Glimmering Shard will drop in Permafrost. Well, you combine those with the quest guy and you end up getting the Shiny Loop of the Silver Ring. This is a crazy earring. 14 AC, 25, 15, 15, those stats, 10 strength, intelligent wisdom and charisma, and 5 fire and cold. Now this is the warrior version of it. If you were looking to get the caster version, this is it. So you've got 12 AC, blah blah blah, but your intelligence and wisdom now are 10, and of course the same saves fire and cold. So huge earring that you can get. It is lore, but you can get this one and then go back and get the Loop of the Silver Wing, which still has pretty decent stats. And last but not least, one of the most important things is to not forget is your actual Augs or your charms. So these are going to go into your charm slot, and this is the big deal right here, is the HP and mana regen. Obviously the other stats and the saves are great, but these right here are going to make it feel, you know, you're not going to have the downtime and everything else just sitting waiting for your HP and mana to come back. This helps a tremendous amount of getting you back on your feet and back in the battle. So, but yeah. I'm having an incredibly good time. I've already got my Beast Lord to level 50. I started a monk, and I've got the monk to level 44, I think. And I'm probably going to end up using those together if I ever need to conquer something that I can't do solo on the Beast Lord. But it's been a lot of fun. The other day, we actually had a whole group of the level 60s mentor down to help out a new player that came in, and they went from like, I think we were from like 5 or level 6 all the way to 20 in the same group, just going from Crushbone to Unrest, and it was an incredible time. It was a lot of fun, and I think that was it was a mage and a warrior and a shaman were the new players that all came in together, and we ended up running them through those two, lower zones. And it's really, really cool to be able to do that as a higher character, not have to worry about, oh, I'm gonna go over there and just power level some people. You get to like level down and go run it as if you were running it as well. And one of the things that was really brought to my attention the other day was, it's not just for being able to group people. Like if your hot zones come in and your hot zone is, for example, unrest for this week, then I can level down to be able to go into unrest and experience that being a hot zone, just have a blast in it and still get great EXP that goes into my main character. So, but those are the 15 items that I believe are a must-have, with a special side note there for the charms and the augments here, because these are huge too, and these go all the way to rank 8. You can go to rank 5 by buying them, and then 6, 7, and 8 are quested. I've seen the end result of those quests, and it is a crazy piece, but obviously that's a little bit later, and it takes a lot of group work and things like that. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys on what I think are the, some really good items to get, and focus on whenever you first get onto the server, all the way up until, you start doing some raiding and stuff like that with us. So look forward to seeing you guys out there, and you guys have a good day.